Hi everyone, welcome, and it's nice to have you all here on this wonderful Sunday morning. We are about to release the latest addition to the Rietspruit Game Reserve, a beautiful female cheetah. Hasn't got a name yet, so we're going to have to think about that for a while. So Jakes is just cutting open the carcass. She hasn't been fed in a few days. You can have a look there, Matt. And she's very, very hungry. So I'm going to drag the carcass out. She'll follow the scent trail and out of the boma, and then we will jump into the vehicle and just wait for her to come out. And then as soon as she's out, my dad will quickly rush through and close the gate, because obviously you feel quite safe in the boma. She might actually try to pull the carcass back into the boma. Hello Megan, Jezza, Julie, Barbara, Linda. Great to have you here. She's very hungry. We should get a glimpse of her soon. Now, of course, she is part of the very important Endangered Wildlife Trust Metapopulation of cheetahs. So she actually comes from the Pilanesberg National Park, and she is joining Mabaibai and Impi here on Rietspruit as a second female, and her cubs, like Mabaibai's cubs, will then go into the metapopulations pool and will be moved around to different reserves to ensure genetic diversity. Julie having all the luck. Not 3 a.m. for her in Australia. She's had all the broadcasts have been at a sensible hour for Julie in Australia this weekend. Let's see if we got a sight of her yet. Not just yet. So you obviously don't want to leave the carcass too close to the entrance to the boma. Okay, what we're going to do is, now that it's out, we're going to go jump on the car and wait for her to come out. Morning, Dean. Thank you so much. Victoria, she doesn't have a name yet. We'll have to get to know her a bit better before we decide on names and whatnot. Thank you, Karen. Now, of course, quite often these things do take a little bit of time. Still can't see her yet. And you can see it's quite a cold and misty morning in the Lowveldt, but at least the wind's not blowing, which it was yesterday. Oh, how old is she? I'm not 100% sure. I think she's quite young. No, 22 months. There we go, about. I haven't seen her yet. We can always move that vehicle.
Down towards the road, I think it'll be better.
Impi, if you can hear me, I'll just come close the gate, the back door for you there. But my dad says, can you just move down towards the road?
She's coming.
Oh, she's coming? Oh, don't worry, just stand by, she's coming.
Go.
Foxstar says, I'm trying to think of a name of a famous cheetah, Cheatr, for the name for the cheetah. Oh, there she is. She's on the other side of the vehicle.
Something's up. You can see her head's down.
You see her, Matt? You got her? She's about to walk past. Barbara, she comes from the Pilanesberg National Park. Julie, these animals will get a series of vaccines as part of when they're moved between areas. I'm not sure if they get the same vaccinations as domestic cats, but they will have sort of rabies vaccine and things like that. Jezza, the Rietspruit Game Reserve is just under 6,000 hectares. So about 12,000 acres. So she was one of 5 cubs. And of course, cheetahs often have very big litters in comparison to the other big cats or predators, and that's because they have a very high mortality rate in the wild. So in most areas you're looking at a 70 to 80% mortality rate for cubs. So if 6 are born, normally 2 will survive. Do you see her? She's right opposite us here. Okay, I'm just going to ask them to move the car. I'm just going to close the back of this gate door quickly.
Onto the road.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to like the car here. Okay. So she's not used to the green mamba being here, so we're just going to move that a little bit further away. Hopefully we still have signal. Let's just see if we... So here we go. She is indeed a very pretty girl. So you can hear Jax telling her, she come, and she's been used to hearing that for her dinners for the last while. There we go, here she comes.
Don't we start firing motor drives?
Victoria, she's very habituated already. So she's in the tunnel now. Following the trail that Jake's left, the smell of the meat. So most animals will always be nervous coming out of a small opening or closure like a boma entrance, and that's why that shade cloth's there. There you go. Here we go. First steps into the wild in her new home, the Rietspruit Game Reserve. She is gorgeous. There we go, onto the carcass. And she's pulling it the right way. We were hoping she would do that so she didn't pull it back towards the boma gate. Okay. Can we just go close the gate down? There we go, success. So the reason she's moving away quite quickly, it's not because she's skittish around the vehicles. Cheetahs, for her, this is obviously quite a different experience. And of course she's come from Big Five country before, so she'll be used to the lions and the hyenas and other animals that she's going to come into encounter here on the Rietspruit. And I think what we'll probably do now is we're going to leave her alone for a bit, let her sort of settle outside of the boma. But isn't this exciting? Another cheetah into the wild on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. And of course special thanks to the Endangered Wildlife Trust and Vincent van der Merwe, who manages the cheetah metapopulation, and of course a big thanks to the Leadwood team and Jakes and Dirk and everyone who've made it possible for us to get more cheetah here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Thanks so much guys, and we'll see you soon.
First Tawny there.
Oh, look.